Hello friend, this is your 4 automatic cellophane machines, and now the machine is ready and I will tell you how to use this machine. First, you need to connect to the power here. Open this panel and then you may check. We have the L1, L2, L3 wire, the neutral wire and ground wire. You should connect to your factory power, the single phase 220 voltage. And we now test is the 3-phase 380 voltage. Okay, and then for the air source, you should open this panel. And then you may check the air source is here. You should connect the air source through here. And then you may check this is the PLC panel. We have the 3 languages for you choose the English, the Espresso, and the Chinese language. And you should, if you want to choose the English language, and then this will turn to English. And then it will turn, the language which will be switch into English, and then you may check this is automatic switch. It means that the whole machine will in the automation situation, and the conveyor switch, if you turn on it, this conveyor will work. And for this, you may check the conveyor mode and the subsume switch. And this is the reset button, means that the whole machine will come into the original place. And this is the host jog. The host jog is to debug the whole machine, and this is the jog cut membrane. It means that this jog cut membrane, it will cut the film here. You may check, and this is jog subseam. It means that the jog lower film, it will lower the film here. You may check, it will lower the film. And then for this is the formulation 1 efficiency. It means that the whole automatic cellophane machine, the speed of cartooning the box. And then this is the count for you, count how many boxes you are packing. And this, if you push this, it will become 0. And let's try the debug phase. Debug page. What you need to switch is the host packing speed. The maximum is like we can set like 80 pieces per minute, and this is the subseam length you need to change if you change the mode. And the other parameters you may check here. We have lots of parameters you don't need to adjust. Also, this page you don't need to adjust. And you may check this is the spotting mode. We have the spot heat sealing type. This is the hot spot heat sealing type, and you can switch it. This is the double hot mode. It means that the flat spot sealing. And for this small bag, you don't need to switch because the boxes is small, not the big one. So you don't need to switch. And let's check the other parameter sets. We have the passcode here, 666999, and you can enter it. Also, we have already set the parameters, so you don't need to switch this page. And then for this host jog reset button, you may also know the function of it. And then for the this is the formulation, it's the same passcode. And this is the I/O monitor page. It will tell you where the machine is going wrong, so you can use the emergency stop button to stop the machine if the machine is going wrong. Okay, and you may check the red line, means that you should check these parts. Okay. And what you need to focus is that the hot packing speed, if you want the maximum speed, is like 80 pieces per minute. You can set the speed here by yourself, like 50. And we have already tested, you have the 60 speed. And then for this subseam length, you should calculate it of the subseam length of different balls, because you can see the different balls have different length. And for the other parts, you don't need to switch or adjust. This is the double hot mode. It means that it uses the spot heat sealing and the flat spot sealing. And this red mode is only the spot heating sealing. Hello friend, this is the small automatic cellophane machine, and now we will test this machine. First, you can see the PLC screen here. We already set the parameters. So you may check here the auto actions page and the debug page. We already set the packing speed is 60 and the length is 88 millimeter. And the other parameters you don't need to adjust. It's the same for the other machines. So let's test the machine. Now is the type is double hot mode. So we can test the machine now. You may check this. And for the small automatic cellophane machine, you may check these two boxes. It's different and this is small. And if you need to change the products like this box, you may add another part. You should add these parts to here. This part's function is to blow out the air. And also for these parts, you should add it according to your product size. Okay, now our engineer is started to change the add this mode on this machine.
好。
And for this part, the substance length we have already adjusted into 170 millimeters. So let's test it. Let's test it. Yeah, you may try. Our engineer is folding the machine like that. You'll be okay. When you need to pack these small balls, you need to remove these parts. You may check, remove this part. It will clamp, otherwise it will clamp to the other part. So you need to remove that part. And for this automatic cellophane machine, the parameter is already set here. You don't need to switch the parameter. It's the same for the other machine. So now we can test the machine. And now we test the sports heat sealing. Okay. You may check, this is the sports heat sealing. You may check. And now we can switch the type into the double hot mode to test the machine. Okay, and now we start the machine. Please check here. Then you may check these products. Okay, and now we test this machine. Let's check the LC screen. And then you may check the parameter. We already set it. Debug base, you may check the packing speed now is 35 pieces and the length is now 316 millimeter. And the other parameters you don't need to change. And we now test the spotting mode, that is the sports heat sealing. So let's test it. Okay, let's test. See, the machine is now working. You may check the final product may like this. because the box is empty and no product inside, so the final product may not so good, but you may check the final product like that. And then let's switch the type. Now is have the double hot mode. Okay, you may check the final product is like that, the double hot mode. You like this? Okay. Okay, now for this automatic cellophane machine, you check the PLC screen here. And then you can check the actions page and the debug page. Now we set the packing speed is 50 pieces per minute and the subseam length is 200 millimeter, and this type is now the spotting mode. So we can test running this machine to check. And the spotting heating mode is like that. You may check for this box. It's like this. Okay, let's start the machine to test. Let's usually reset the machine. And then let's start the automatic function. And let's check the final product here.